You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with Max Holloway and Jose Aldo. It seems to be a consensus three-man race for the greatest featherweight of all time. Aldo, Holloway, and Alexander Volkanovski. And tonight's result in this third meeting going to be a huge legacy builder, I would think, for the winner.
Yeah, absolutely. And this could really push Max Holloway ahead of Jose Aldo, because if you win 3 against one guy, you have to stand above him in the conversation. So for Jose Aldo, this is about legacy. This isn't about just what happens tonight. This is about where you stand in the history books, especially in regards to your series against Max Holloway.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, hate to be the punch counter tonight. So just over 20 total strikes and counting have now landed for the King of Rio, Jose Aldo. Oh, solid leg kicks by Holloway.
Looks like that one landed. Beautiful body kick. That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Good work there on the feet by Max Holloway. We'll see if he can close the show now.
Max Holloway's looking to finish. Max Holloway's on his game. Max is looking good. Max is ready to become the king of the featherweights once again.
Nice kick to the midsection. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shots, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw in combination.
Throwing that jab, no good. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
Oh, nice jab to the head there by Aldo.
That jab cannot miss. He lands another one.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Holloway's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Oh, he's in real trouble now. Big moments on both sides in round 1. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head.
All right, DC, here we go. Round 2. How good is this? Max Holloway versus Jose Aldo. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Oh, nice straight. That'll work. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh, separation in the clinch.
Oh, nice timely trip there to get the takedown. Back to his feet. Attacking the body now, that shot blocked. Holloway's got a bruise starting to appear on that right side of his body now. Just over 2 minutes to go. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Holloway's blocking well now. You see the fighter raise the guard to protect that obviously damaged nose. Right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. Aldo's pretty swollen now in that jaw area. It doesn't appear to be affecting him all that much, but he's absorbed a lot of strikes to the head. Got to figure out a way to raise the guard and be more defensively sound. 20 seconds to go, round 2. Oh, and there's that hook again, but this one is blocked. Aldo's nose is just pouring blood right now. I'm no doctor, Daniel, but I'm not sure that thing isn't broken right now.
Good round.
Well, we've got to think some bonus money is coming the way of these two athletes at night's end, and remarkably, they've both been able to stay in the fight despite absorbing a shit ton of damage.
I mean, the amount of damage that these two have taken in...
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, pretty good back and forth action in the previous 2 rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets underway?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight.
Holloway's cut is getting...
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Well, you know, Rogan's pissed he missed this one. We are witnessing an instant classic. Back and forth we go. Both fighters have been on the cusp of being finished, and both have exuded a ton of heart.
Yeah, they both show heart, courage, ability, technical skills. I can't really tell you how these two are still in the fight with the damage that they both are exhibiting on their face.
125 total strikes have landed for Jose Aldo. And strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end.
That'll do it! Oh! Woo! Take a bow, young man.
You ready? You ready?
Big fight field here in Chicago, Illinois. We are inside United Center. The house that Michael Jordan built. Going to be back in the Midwest where there are droves of mixed martial arts.
You know, John, championships are won in this building. You see the Michael Jordan statue out front. You know that it's something special. The fans are in for something special tonight. It's going to be loud tonight in Chicago, Illinois. These boys are going at it. Oh, nice combination.
And how much more can he take? Back to his feet. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Holloway gets caught, and it's another straight punch. He has had no answer for that weapon tonight. Yes, catches the kick and counters with the takedown. And just misses with that big right hand. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Oh, big knee to the body, man alive.
Nice jab by Holloway, yes.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, this is tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Oh, he has mastered the range here, timing his shots nicely. Oh, big knee to the body by Holloway. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities.
How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Oh, big left hand!
What a fight.
Doubling up on the jab. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Nice punch by Topuria. Oh, bad spot for that cut right on the lip. Broke him open. Round two straight ahead. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Topuria. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter?
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Second round here. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. Well, hard to imagine. He's lost his head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know we still haven't found out. Oh, that was good.
Topuria's looking for that arm triangle. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep. Oh, wow.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display.
Oh, back up again. You can't hold a good man down. I said, how about this? The BJJ fighter just continues to land at will on the feet. Not necessarily the way you drew it up today, Chief.
No, watching these two fight in preparation, you don't expect to see this playing out.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here. How about that? He lands a huge strike, and now he's going to flap the gums a little bit.
Flap the gums, he's dancing. Wow, to be that comfortable, it's crazy to watch.
Holloway goes for the clinch here, and this is just a means by which to recover. He is stunned. Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on the right side. That is a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talk to your toughness. Look at the control of the posture. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Topuria goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. So a nice entry and a wise move, given how the things were playing out on the field. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle.
Oh, could be the beginning of the end. That looks tight.
It looks like he's trying to get an arm triangle, but he's got to get to the opposite side, get his chest to the mat, and find that finish.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to... All right, well, defense wins champion.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecard will not be needed if we continue to fight as we did. He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Topuria's cut on his lip is only getting worse. Shades of Rocky Lawler back in the day. Man, that does not look good. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Topuria gets back up. Big right hook coming, it's blocked. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side. Oh, you got to start to look to finish him now. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Holloway gets back up. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judge.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Hurt him bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
That shot is blocked by Holloway. Bleeding from his cheek now.
This is his game. He likes to control his opponent's posture with that collar tie and land those nice elbows around the guard.
Topuria. Beautiful combination to get the knockdown. Oh, big shots here. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one.
ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here he is, one of the best featherweights in the world, Ilia Topuria, ready to go for round one. He has been a methodical fighter every step of the way in the UFC. He talked to us about establishing his jab early, be opportunistic with my takedown. Oh, he catches the leg there and then works it into a takedown. High-level mixed martial arts there. Making all these shots count. Oh, beautiful fight instinct there as he reverses position, and now he's got the dominant position.
Did a fantastic job recognizing, man, I have got to get on the offense. From bottom to top to dominant position. What a great job.
Nice front kick there by the kickboxer, and that, at least for now, will keep the BJJ fighter at bay.
Managing distance is so important in this fight. This front kick allows him to stay safe and really keeps his opponent off of him.
Just missed on the front kick there. Heavy leather later on both sides in that exchange.
Take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even get his feet right now.
Oh! Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Time to let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
So we pull up the numbers for you here. How about this, DC? 34 total strikes have now landed for Conor McGregor. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now. He's starting to show itself.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
90 seconds to go.
Ooh, nice straight left hand.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing up the strikes, and ending your combinations with the kick.
All right, so now his body language really starting to change, and the bruises starting to accumulate on that side.
I mean, you're looking at it, right? When you can visibly see the damage on the body, you know that the work has been done. What a beautiful game plan put together by this team.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, McGregor's bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like blood.
He's hurt.
Oh, big knee! All right, so there's the end of the round, and thankfully it came right then and there for him. He was knocked down pretty significantly near the end of the round. All right, so he gets knocked.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two.
Nice punch lands over the top.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that's...
Back to the feet.
Oh! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, lady.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, star power on both sides as we get things underway. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. They fought in Boston back in 2013. They run it back here tonight, champ.
Yeah, and you get excited about seeing the complete version of these two fighters. When those guys fought way back in Boston, they were kids. Both of them were developing. Today, we see two guys that have been UFC champions, two guys that have stood at the mountaintop and called themselves the king. Let's see now who gets the job done in fight number 2.
Man, Holloway at his relentless best. No breathing room for the opponent as he continues to press forward here. Oh, and he caught the kick.
Now they separate.
Oh! That is how you scramble, folks. Oh, that kick to the body is there again. It's been there all night. Back and forth we go. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
Oh, he does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang, drops the straight left on you that can end your night. He not only throws this fast, he also is so accurate, and that allows him to finish so many fights.
Nice hook lands. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Oh, collar tie. All right, pretty good series of knees by him there, so mixing up the striking really well in this fight tonight.
Fantastic fighter, but when he added knees to his game, he became even better.
Swing and a miss by Conor. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, good block there. Oh, nice strike by McGregor there. Oh, he's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. He's hurting bad, man. That right hook is nasty.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Under a minute now to go in the round. There it is, another strike to the body. That has been a big storyline in this fight. We'll keep an eye on it as the bout continues.
You know, we'll keep an eye on it. But the person that should be addressing it is his opponent. His opponent isn't doing anything to deter him from doing this constantly. He has got to change something if he wants to fight this fight and win this fight.
Maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Round 2 coming up next. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down. All right, here we go with our second round. It is Max Holloway and Conor McGregor.
Ready. Good.
Holloway not having it. Nice job to control the range and using his reach advantage to get that punch on. All right, so that opened up a cut around his...
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. On that shot. They're trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Some real power shots here. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Holloway's swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. How about these two going at it?
Oh!
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, so here he is, the still undefeated Spaniard, Ilia Topuria, and even before he became the world champion, his Instagram bio said UFC featherweight champion. Self-belief and confidence are not issues for one of the more sophisticated fighters and athletes on this roster. He just has a wisdom and a maturity that belies his years, and that's why even in a matchup like this, he will be patient, he will be calculated, and when a window opens to close the show, more than likely, he'll close it. Oh, man, these fighters are trading strikes early on.
It's exactly what we expected from these two. Oh, body shot.
Oh, beautiful combination.
Big right hand. Oh, nice elbow.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Straight right is there. Pretty good jab there by Topuria. Big right hand there. Well, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him.
All right, mixing up the leg kicks nicely, and that thigh starting to show some visible signs of bruising.
You know, you can't even worry about what that high leg kick does now. You have to worry about the dividends that it will pay as we go forward in this fight.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
.90 seconds to go in the opening round. Topuria gets caught with that punch.
He's throwing bombs. Every time they come into contact, he is throwing bombs.
Man. Gets back to his feet. Topuria's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that part of his game going tonight.
He's a fantastic kickboxer, but tonight is the kicks that lead the dance. They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit for tat. Straight punch lands.
Final seconds.
Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this.
Oh, head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Oh, he might get finished here.
Boom! Big jab. Oh.
You ready? You ready? Good.
He's a real high-level grappler, too. So when he gets you down, you generally don't get up, and there's a big, big threat of submission from Aljamain Sterling.
And there he goes, lands another combination. His cardio's so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by Ilia Topuria. These guys throwing early. Oh, big left hook there. So more output, at least in the early going. All right, so an early takedown for Aljamain Sterling, a good sign for him. We'll see if he can transition to the back at some point.
Aljo does a good job of using his length to secure takedowns. He fakes and he shoots that hard double leg to take his opponents down.
Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. A couple minutes gone by, round 1. Topuria's in half guard now. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Well, no surprise there as he lets his opponent stand back up. Single. Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by Sterling. Oh, shades of the Godfather with the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. Great shot from the top position.
Topuria gets pounded here on the ground, the elbow doing most of the damage there. Couple big elbows now.
Oh, he's got the choke.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. It looks like he's trying to get this arm triangle. All he's got to do is get to the side, get his chest down to the mat, and he'll get the finish. Look at how intent he is to finish the sub.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Outstanding back and forth first round.
Take a deep breath. Nice job out there. He's exhausted.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, round 2. All right, so we didn't see any takedown attempts from the BJJ player in round 1, and as yet, he still hasn't attempted to take this fight to the ground.
Very surprising approach by this guy. He's so good on the ground. I would have expected him to try to get into the ground earlier in the fight. But as we go on, it's starting to become very clear that that is not the game plan tonight.
Right hook to the head blocked. Well, Sterling comfortable wherever the fight goes, but you're seeing a lot of land right there, the second blow of the fight.
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut. And that's the danger in the engagement there. Oh, that's big.
You know, DC, you're usually pretty prophetic when it comes to these game plans and strategies. Are you surprised he hasn't even tried to take him down yet?
Yes, it's very surprising to watch a guy that has this type of wrestling chop not trying to tempt to get this fight to the ground.
Oh, well, Aljo probably an underrated striker at this point, but he goes for the takedown yet again and is able to produce.
His length gives problems at 135 pounds. He's so long that he can shoot takedowns from a space that you don't really expect him to come from.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Nice transition. Now he's going full mount.
Sterling's going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it.
He's got the sub locked in.
Oh, under the chin here. Could be the end. Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards his opponent and back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast
absolutely
tape.
did, John. You know I love popcorn.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
I mean, these wrestling transitions are beautiful. These guys are really getting after it.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Lands an elbow. Topuria getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. Nice positional control here. Oh!
He did a great job of reversing the position, using the opening that his opponent gave him to shut him off and get back up. Oh, that one landed, yep.
Oh, what a way to end the round. He got stunned by a huge shot there just before you heard the horn, so he gets saved by the bell. The question is, though, what type of condition will he be in when he gets up off that stool? 60 seconds here to recover. The onus is on his corner.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time when you expect so many different strikes, but it's because he has such a vast knowledge of just finding that strike.
Immediately gets the underhook.
Look at the skip action that allows you to land that big knee.
Oh, how clean is that jab by Sterling? Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Oh, continuing to attack the head as that double punch lands. Oh, big shots raining down.
He's got to start throwing now.
Topuria's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Now he's got to be very patient as he moves to the next position. Get his hips switched, pull the head down. His opponent will have no choice but to tap.
That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, nice scramble by him there. Takedown defense on point. He is a master in transition. All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
Nice double leg, yes.
Under 2 minutes in our third and final round. Topuria is blocking pretty well now, so an adjustment made by the fighter. His head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Fidelity. And you know
That'll do it! The Funk Master delivers.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so the UFC is back at the O2 Arena here in London, England. The adult beverages are flowing, and we're going to feed off this crowd tonight as usual here in the UK.
You know, a lot of times you sit next to the octagon, and because we wear these headphones, you can barely hear. But when we come to
Quick level change now. Oh!
nice big takedown. What a technique, what a takedown. Great high-impact skill.
You could feel the canvas reverberating here at the Bronx.
I mean, right there. Boom, 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 boom. It's like me running anywhere, John.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Fighter trying to pass here. Ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Oh, that's a flush elbow from the bottom. Well played. Oh, man, this guy's got elbows for days, huh?
He throws them up, he throws them across the body. He just has a variety of elbow attacks.
3 minutes now to go in this one.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Pretty good straight punch there by Aldo. Oh! Huge kick to the head. Uppercut attempt here. Nice job defensively there by Wallace Williams.
Lands a quick jab. He's got to start kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Aldo.
Another shot to the head.
Oh, you gotta love this. He is coming out swinging early. No surprise, the aggression on full display.
No, he said he was going to take it to this guy. That is exactly what he's doing at the start of this fight.
So we lean on the numbers here. 47 total strikes and counting have now landed for the King of Rio, Jose Aldo.
Nice job paying attention on the defensive side. Beautiful body kick.
Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination.
Very accurate, a lot of activity in the hands. Look phenomenal tonight.
All right, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now. But if he... Now he's back up.
Fades upstairs and lands flush to the body.
When they land perfect, that is the reaction you're hoping to get. That one landed perfect in this fight. Maybe stop
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
in a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 38 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jose Aldo Jr.
All right, so what a highlight here tonight. Jose Aldo putting it all together. He is your winner by KO.
Jose Aldo is a phenomenal fighter. We have seen him knock out some of the best fighters in the world. That knockout of Chad Mendes back in the day for the featherweight championship was truly special. And then tonight, he turns back the clock and he does it again. Very rarely do I get starstruck.
Yeah.
Jose Aldo is one of those guys that does it to me.
And, of course, that body shot against Jeremy Stephens. And this highlight tonight is going to withstand the test of time as well. Congrats to the King of Rio, Jose Aldo Jr.